Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. So today we are here to talk about ITC Limited, my experience, my interview, my GD with ITC Limited and how I failed to qualify and why I failed to qualify the group discussion at ITC Limited. Little did I imagine that I would ever fail in a GD, a group discussion, which I considered as my forte till ITC Limited, which was a reality check for me. Boss, you are not the ultimate in a GD. You can fail, and there are instances where in your forte you will not be selected. 7 candidates, I think, if I'm not wrong, 7 to 8 candidates were there in my GD panel, and some 3 or 4 made it to the next round, that is the PI, and I was not one of them, which was the sad part of it. In spite of going full guns out in the GD, I failed to qualify the GD, and today I am going to discuss why I failed in the ITC Limited GD. ITC, as you know, offers one of the highest salaries and stipends to both interns and the full-time employees, and it is one of the dream companies for VG Soma IIT Kharagpur, and for me, who was from operations and supply chain background with a knack of marketing as well. ITC was the thing. It is a dream company to go if you are particularly into FMCG kind of products. ITC is where you want to belong to. But when you get rejected after being selected in the top 20 candidates, you get rejected in the group discussion itself, you would definitely feel bad, and that is exactly how I felt. And today, talking about that failure, I will make sure that you don't repeat it in your GD or in your PI at ITC Limited. Listen to this very carefully. So the interview, the selection process of ITC is they make you fill up a form which is about 6 or 7 pages long. They make you fill your interests, your hobbies, your past experiences, your learnings, your internships, your life projects, whatever you did till now. So basically, पूरे career ka kala chitta you will have to fill up in that 6 to 7 pager, which I eventually did. I took 2 hours to completely fill in the intricate details of my career progression till date. I sat for ITC Limited for its internship process. So for its internship process, they make you fill the entire pro forma, where they ask all about your experiences and your hobbies and your other educational qualifications and all of that stuff. After scrutinizing your CV and that form that you filled up, they basically shortlist a few candidates. I think some 20 candidates from our batch were selected for the group discussion round, and we were divided into 3 panels. Now, the group discussion topic, generally, this is a trend that I have seen, it generally remains the same. They just evaluate how the candidates think, and that is what they give the decision on. So for my GD, the first thing that went wrong is all of the candidates were wearing blazers, were wearing suits, full formals, whereas I didn't have a blazer, neither did I have a coat. So I was not wearing anything. I was basically with a shirt and a tie. All of them were in blazers and suits. So first impression, the impression management in HR, there is a popular term called impression management. There is a popular term called halo effect. Halo effect means one bad thing about you or one good thing about you might just overshadow all the other things about you. If the interviewer or the evaluator observes something bad about you on the first instance, and he or she develops an impression about you, that this person is like this, maybe that this person is not wearing a blazer, which means that he's very casual about his attitude, and they form this opinion about you. No matter how you do throughout the GD or the interview, they will always consider you as casual, always consider your attitude to be casual, and that is a halo effect. So I think a part of my rejection was attributed to this. I thought that the dress code is formals. Formals without blazer should also be allowed, and because of which I didn't take blazer that seriously. Little did I realize that it would play a part in my evaluation as well, which I later did. When I introspected, when I tried to understand what went wrong, this is what exactly one of the parts that went wrong for me, because you are basically standing out of the crowd of 7 to 8 people in that room because you are doing something unusual, not in good terms, but in not following the discipline or the norms or the general expectations, the hygiene factors of a GD or interview. So definitely, if you are going for a GD or interview, wear a blazer, wear the full suit. If you are going for a physical interview, make sure your shoes are clean, make sure your suit, entire formal is clean, clear, wear a tie, wear a blazer for sure. Do not neglect or ignore that, simply thinking ki main ut ke chala jaunga, and if I am qualified enough, if I am good enough, I am going to crack through. Many a times the evaluator there judges you on these parameters. One of the things that didn't go right for me, a blazer of basically 1,000 rupees cost me a job of as good as a few lakhs maybe. Okay, fair enough. First point done. Second point, in a GD, they would keep the forum open. So our GD topic was basically a case-based topic. They gave us a topic where they gave some characters, a situation, and how and which character would react in which way. They shared some attributes about the characters. They shared some past history about the characters, and then they asked us to select individually that who do we think would be the right leader among all the characters in that situation, and because of which attribute would they be the he or she be the right leader in that kind of a situation, and why not the other, and what should the leader do. So when my part actually came in, when I popped in, to give my answer, my bit, my answer was not structured. To be very honest, when you're going for a case-based GD, you have limited time. If you try to give a very long answer, which I was trying to do at that point of time, I was trying to structure a very big answer. It was not going to work out, boss, because nobody's waiting there for your answer. So what I was doing is I was negating the other factors. So what I was doing is I was telling that these are the 7 characters. Why should character 2 not be the captain? Why should character 3 not be the captain? Why should character 4 not be the captain? Rather than focusing on why should character 1 be the captain. So I say a line, character 1 should be a captain because of these attributes. One line, character 2 shouldn't be the captain because of this attribute. Character 3 shouldn't be the captain because of this attribute. कोई वहां पे ये सब सुनने के लिए बैठा नहीं है, because you will have to justify your stand, not negate the other person's stand. That is exactly what went wrong. The second point that I felt after self-introspecting, that this is what could have gone wrong. The third point is I only spoke about who should be the captain rather than speaking what the captain should do. So ideally, your answer should consist, who should be the leader, why he or she should be the leader, and what he or she should be doing at that situation. The one who gave the answer eventually qualified the GD and also the PI. His performance was superb in the GD, and from the very moment I gave the GD, I knew this boy has got a bright chance. So congratulations to that person, because that person exactly caught the nerve of the evaluator. That is exactly what the evaluator wanted. Who should be the captain, why he or she should be the captain, and what he or she should do in that situation, and how his or her traits would help for him or her to react to that situation. So that is a structured answer, not why the others shouldn't be captain, why your captain should be captain, and you don't have time enough to explain what the captain should be ideally doing at that situation. So this was a case-based study. Again, your answer should be structured, your answer should be short, your answer should be to the point and crisp, my friend. You cannot give a long answer. You cannot be neglecting, other people's time, and you cannot be, justifying your answer with a long explanation. You have to be short, crisp, and to the point. Second error. Third is when I got a second opportunity to speak, my friend. So after all of this fuss gets over, counter explanation, counter arguments, they give each individual a chance to speak again. So they say that who suggests that character 1 can be the captain? Okay, you two come together and you two give an explanation why character 1 should be the captain. And then someone's maybe 2-3 people suggested character 3 be the captain. Then they say that character 3 ko jisne suggest kiya hai, you people form a group and justify why character 3 should be the captain. So there also you get about 40-50 seconds or a minute to speak why character 1 or 2, whatever you selected, should be the captain. Specific to this case, I'm saying. Other cases, you get to defend your answer basically. You get 1 minute to defend what you said previously or tweak your answers to a little bit. Here, I felt my flexibility was again lacking. The third and final nail in the coffin why I got rejected and why my GD went into a disaster was I stuck to the points that I was speaking in the first iteration. So there was no point in, again and again reiterating what you said previously. They have already heard you, boss. So I told myself after the interview, why were you saying the same thing again in that extra 1 minute? Try to come up with new explanations. Try to think out of the box. Try to adapt from what the other people are saying. It's very important that you observe the other people in the GD and you say something new when an opportunity is given to you. Not repeat the same old point. Not reinforce the same old point. If you really feel some point is important, reinforce, but not the entire set. What I was doing wrong is basically I was reinforcing my previous conversation that these are the points that are there and this is why he or she should be the captain. That's not how you approach. You say something new. Probably if you missed what he or she should have done in that situation, you missed saying that, you couldn't get time saying that, say that in this instance. Don't try just because he said that, defend captain 1, you again reiterate all the points that you said in the first place. Don't do that. That's a mistake. So these are the 3 mistakes. Go prepared, not only in terms of aptitude, but also in terms of attire and hygiene factors. Second point, be very crisp, to the point. Don't give long answers. Just give a solution to the case-based question asked. Hear the case again, read the case again, listen to other people reiterate the case again, think in your mind, and then when you finally speak out a word, speak to the point. And finally, the final nail in the coffin, do not reinforce or do not reiterate your answers again and again. It is boring, it is monotonous, it seems like you cannot make a point, you cannot convince the people well enough, and you don't have new points to add. Rather, what you should do, come up with new points, come up with alternative answers, come up with other facts which reinforces your previous arguments, not the same argument again and again. Here, I would like to mention one more thing. Stick to what you said. Do not contradict yourself. If you chose a character 1, then you again contradict yourself in a fashion which seems completely absurd, you might be rejected. There was one candidate who did that and he or she got rejected too. So be very firm on what you say, and even if you're switching, you are saying, no, I think that character 3 should be the captain now, it makes more sense. Why does it make more sense? And what made you compel to choose character 3 over character 1, which you had previously vouched for? You should be very clear on that. आपको पूरी तरह से वो explain करना पड़ेगा कि क्यों आप change कर रहे हो character 1 से character 3 तक. That was my reason of failure in ITC Limited GD. That was my experience. The moment I got rejected, I got shattered. But the very next day, Titan Company Limited came. I had to prepare. I had to get back on my feet. I stopped talking to anyone. I prepared like anything till 2:33 in the morning, appeared for the interview, cleared the GD, cleared the interview, and got the Titan internship and then the PPO. So you have to be strong even if you get rejected. This is for them as well. You take the learnings from there and apply in the next GD, apply in the next interview so that you can get better with time. Because you either win or you learn, you never lose. That's it for today from my side. I will keep on bringing more videos like this. If you like it, share it, subscribe to our channel, hit the bell icon for regular updates, because we will bring more technical topics, more management topics, more interview experiences and life experiences and vlogging experiences with all of you on this channel exclusively. Thank you very much for staying with us. Thank you very much for supporting us. We have crossed 7K subscribers. Thank you. That's it for today from my side.